Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cafecito Corner. We are excited to be shooting this episode. We have lots of emotions filled with us, and we're ready. We're ready to start this podcast. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm like very excited right now.
It's because I just sat down. Like you were all alone in the room, and then I showed up.
And then you got me excited that you came home.
People would be surprised that we don't use like any LEDs. It's just I light up the room.
Are you the ring light?
Yeah.
We don't need a ring light. It's just you.
My skin's glowing.
I don't know about that.
I think the light reflects off my kneecaps.
Because they're so dry.
No, because they're so shiny.
You don't use any lotion when you get out of the shower, and it's still to this day.
I don't see the point of putting wet on wet. I wait till I dry up.
You don't even do that. You literally just walk away.
No, I do that.
You don't put lotion on. I've never seen you put
Elbows,
lotion on. Never.
Elbows, kneecaps.
Elbows, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Sometimes neck.
Remember that song?
I think it was like a kindergarten song.
What was it? It was elbows, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Head, shoulders.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to sing those songs to my kids. I put on the show Bluey for Snoopy the other day, and like it felt like amazing, like just having like a little kid show around the house. I don't know why. I can't wait to put little kid shows. I'm not gonna be able to put on Miss Rachel though. Her voice annoys me.
Who's that one?
You don't know who Miss Rachel is? You're
Uh-uh.
sick. Miss Rachel is just a lady who's Miss Rachel. That's what she is.
The one that dresses up for like kids on YouTube?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I think I've seen her go viral.
Yeah. But she has like a really like high pitched voice, and she goes, "How many ducks are we gonna sing today?" And then the kids are like, "I miss Rachel low-key."
What about Peppa Pig?
I don't think Peppa Pig is a thing anymore.
She's so a thing. Literally, wasn't Adele on Peppa Pig like 2 months ago? Yeah.
Do you want to be Peppa Pig for Halloween?
I could.
I think that would be a good...
What are you going to be for Halloween?
You want me to be a Star Wars character.
I want you to be Ahsoka.
I don't know what that is, but you showed me a picture and I could not stop laughing because
Are you going to clip it on there?
What?
Are you going to clip it on there?
What?
Like a picture of Ahsoka?
Probably. I'll have to add it so that way people know what Ahsoka is.
Okay.
But the hair is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not wearing that. Maybe I'll just wear the dress.
You wouldn't do it to just make me happy?
No, I wouldn't. Like, I think that's just ridiculous.
Wow. Well, I'm going to be the Mandalorian.
Did you get your costume already?
Oh, yeah. It showed up.
Actually, I already saw it.
Yeah, I really wanted a nice one, but the really nice ones are like $200. Because it has like metal pieces. I probably should have done it, dressed up for work, and like, I bet I would have gotten a lot of photos with the kids.
My thing is, like, what are you going to wear that to? It's not like we're going to go trick-or-treating.
Like, a lot of kids show up to Frutilandia and they come get their free ice cream.
That's true. Actually, we do post free ice cream and the kids come.
Yeah, so I would adapt them up.
Yeah, last year we actually got really good costumes at the
restaurant. Do you
restaurant.
remember the SpongeBob?
Yeah.
He was like slouched.
Kids came. I wasn't there that day. I was so sad that I didn't go. But I think you sent me pictures. And kids dressed up like the coolest costumes for their free ice cream.
That's what I'm telling you. Because I have a really nice Mandalorian helmet.
Yeah.
And I have
you can
the
take
life-size
pictures with them
Grogu.
and you can charge.
So what you're telling me is I need to order the expensive costume?
No, you already have the cheap one.
It's only like $220.
No, it's not worth it. It's only for a few hours.
If you do half, I'll stand out there and charge for photos all day.
Low-key, that could be a really good idea. You should. And you should have a little like thing outside.
I think it would be ugly of me to charge for photos on Halloween. People are like, aren't you just supposed to dress up and have fun?
Just put like pictures for tips. Tips for pictures. How does it go? Tips for pictures.
I think I go either way.
Yeah,
Pictures for tips.
I think that would be really good. I think you should do it in front of the Frutilandia sign, and you can get some good kids.
What if I hold a sign out there?
I don't know. I think you could bring in like a weird crowd like that.
What does that mean?
Like people that like Star Wars.
That's a weird crowd. You're gonna get canceled. Everybody cancel her. I cannot be the only one that likes Star Wars.
You're the only person I know of that likes Star Wars.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But we have a person that works for us at the restaurant, and he likes Star Wars too.
Junior likes Star Wars.
You guys always talk about it.
Ugo likes Star Wars. Yep.
Yeah. Junior likes Star Wars?
He loves Star Wars.
I would not even think that.
We went and saw Star Wars together like when I think it was Rogue One. It had to be Rogue One.
The only thing I like about Star Wars is the ride. The ride at Disney World is insane.
Which one?
The one that drops you and it's like...
Oh, yeah. I think it's Rise of the Resistance.
But isn't the same thing at Disneyland too?
Yeah.
But it's bigger at Disney World, huh?
No, it's the same thing.
Oh, I thought it was the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was different.
Yeah, it is the same.
What the heck?
It's cool. That to me is like a crazy experience.
I had no idea.
Everybody, if you have never been on that ride, you have to live it.
But remember, I told you I was kind of mad because there's a drop in it.
That's not why you were mad.
Why was I mad?
You were mad because when they fake arrest us, the girl was making fun of you, and then she's like, "Stand straight." And you were pissed because you thought she was being serious. I'm like, we're in the middle of a simulation.
You have to explain it. So when you're like in line, there's people.
So like, yeah, you get in line, and then you get on the ship because like you're being saved. Mm-hmm. But then they pull us, they arrest us, and they throw us on some stormtroopers, like get us out of our ship, you know. And then they're putting on in our jail cells. Mm-hmm. Well, when you're in there, you're technically arrested now. Like, we've already gone through half the experience. Yes. And when they're telling us to line up to go into these rooms where you come get saved and, like, you know, they put you in your little dolly to, like, leave. Mm-hmm. The girl there was, like, doing her job, which means arresting you, making fun of you, and, like, acting, like, snobby.
Yeah.
Like,
they're putting an act.
She's like, look at you wearing a live rat on your shirt, and it was like Mickey Mouse, you know. Yeah, you were pissed.
I didn't know she was acting. I thought she was being mean, and I was like, this is crazy to me because Disney would not allow this. Like,
yeah, but you were about to fight her, and she's doing her job, and I'm like, can you relax?
I was like,
this is her job. We're in the middle of a simulation, and not only that, but do you remember when we went to the Millennium Falcon one? Mm-mm. People get 4 jobs: the pilot, everything. Somebody's like the gunship, the pilot, and everything. Yeah. Everybody wants to be the pilot. Everybody wants to be the pilot.
No, but the thing is, you actually are driving this thing,
right?
And there's like 6 people behind you that
you're on the same cockpit. Yeah. Okay? But everybody wants to be the pilot.
And I had no idea.
Exactly.
And people waited in line.
You wanted to be there because it was the least like constraint one.
Yeah.
So people had waited in line hours.
And we went into the single riders.
Yeah, but they put us together.
Yeah, and we ended up going together because I was like, honestly, I really don't care much about this ride. Let's go on the single riders. But people that were in our cabin waited hours for this. But the way we were in line, we automatically like sat in front, and I had no idea what we were gonna do. Yeah. So you were driving. Oh, I was driving the cockpit, which was the
I had the gunship, and I couldn't shoot people because you weren't driving. You kept crashing it. It was just like hitting the ground, crashing.
Whoever put me in charge of driving this cockpit,
put yourself.
No, but it was automatically. We already got in line. You went on
the slot of the pilot, like it has the stuff on it.
We were the first in line, and we automatically went in.
So then, you keep crashing this thing, and I keep hearing the people behind us because we're the 2 front seats, and I'm like, Brandon, grab it. And you're like, oh, what the hell is this?
It's because you yelled at me.
No, I did not yell at you. It was loud in there, and I was like, hey, grab it, like. And I hear people in the back, they're like, who the hell let this girl drive this? Like, oh my God, we waited in line. We are not even seeing. And I'm like, oh.
You were yelling at me. I was grab the controller, grab. And I was like, you know what? As soon as you yell at me, I shut down.
And you never picked it up again.
And so I just crossed my arms and said, I'm not doing this.
People were screaming at you.
And they were screaming at me, and I literally wanted to like.
So I wanted to help you and be like, grab it. All you got to do is move it. And then you got mad at me.
You started grabbing it too while.
Yeah, I'm like, look, move it.
So you were one arm trying to drive this cockpit with 10 people in it, and then the other one shooting. But I think it's the dumbest, right? Because why do they only put 2 people in charge for another 10 people to be experiencing? They have jobs too. What do they have? They
like one nothing. Shoots, one like targets or something like that. I don't know.
I would never do it. But whoever put me in charge of driving this thing should get fired because I had no idea. And
you put yourself, so you want to fire yourself?
And I literally don't even know how to drive those things. I don't even know how to.
You barely know how to drive your car.
No. I don't even know
how many rims have you messed up on your car? Be honest.
Only 2. And it's just it's the side where you go through all the drive-thrus. But it's because the Tesla wheel is a little thicker, so it's not my fault.
I don't think that's the case,
actually. That's what I tell myself.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just scared because if I get like a big, like in the future to fill up my car with all my 10 kids, like a big car. Like, what are they called? Like a GMC, like a Yukon.
SUV? Full-size SUV?
Yeah, like a full-size SUV. I don't know why I'm saying like the names, but if I get a full-size SUV, I just want you to know.
Why do you automatically assume you're going straight to a Yukon?
I don't know.
You can't start off on a Tahoe?
Because I've only seen like Yukons that are big. I don't know. So just know that all my rims are going to be gone, and you need to accept the fact that that's going to happen.
We're going to get you rims this size, and the rest is tire.
Or just lift up my full-size SUV to like a truck.
That's dangerous for the pedestrians.
I'm literally going to be running over everything.
Yeah.
But going back to that ride, that was fully traumatizing, and I will never do that ride again, ever again. What's it called?
You're talking about the Millennium Falcon?
The one that you're driving.
Yeah, it's something Millennium Falcon. I don't know.
Yeah. I will never do that again. And I'm sorry for the people in the back that I killed their experience because they waited 4 hours in line to ride this ride. And I completely...
I hope they
and
see
the
this.
ride the entire time...
Because there's no way they have forgiven you.
The ride the entire time when I was driving, it just kept hitting the wall. So people were just like ricocheting back and forth.
Oh my God, that was so bad.
It was traumatizing. It was truly traumatizing, and I'll never do it again.
Don't worry, I will.
Without me.
Yeah, I'll be the pilot.
Truly.
That way I can experience my own experience.
Every time we go to Disneyland, there's always something that happens to us.
But you did start getting into Mandalorian. We went on a good stretch of watching it, and you were liking it.
Surprisingly, the show is good. It's a little nerdy for me, but it's good.
What does that mean?
That is just nerdy. It's
like what's nerdy about it?
I can't understand like half of the things. But it's a good show.
It's in English.
I could get into it.
What do you mean you can't understand it?
It's because there's a story behind it that I don't understand. Like why people are fighting the people. Like why are people against the people? That's what I don't understand. I don't know the history.
Okay.
So like when they're fighting, I don't know what the
YouTube
reason
video
is.
that's like 3 hours long that explains to you
You've
the
told
timeline.
Me this.
Can you just watch it for me?
And I told you I would not even spend a minute on this.
Wow. Okay.
Why would I do that to myself? That's pure agony. Pure agony. But
now for the rest of your life, you'll have to see my Star Wars Legos all around the house.
That's fine.
What's your favorite one of my Star Wars Legos?
Probably the biggest one you have.
The Millennium Falcon?
Yeah. Because because the picture of like the box and the bag that you put the box in was absolutely insane. 3 people had to hold this bag, Edward.
Yeah.
I think that's like a red flag.
No, it's not. But believe it or not, they made a coffee table that fits it, and people are putting it in there. They put a little sand. They make it look like a movie scene. Next DIY.
What?
It's gonna be our coffee table.
You're gonna put it in the living room?
I mean,
listen. I have told you I will support your addictions. That's okay with me, but they will stay in your room. They will not come out into our living room.
What is your addiction?
My addiction?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to have one.
Probably social media.
You're addicted to social media?
Not addicted, but I'm like always watching YouTube videos. You spend a lot of
time on social media.
I'm like watching YouTube videos all the time.
You're just an internet child. You've never played with rocks. That's fine.
No, we've gone through this. I've never played in the dirt. I've never played in rocks. That's fine.
So that makes sense. For
me, I won't.
What would you say is my addiction?
For sure, Legos. For sure, video games.
But I don't think that Legos are an addiction because like I already stopped them. Like when I get the opportunity to like buy one and relax, I do it.
First of all, like the first
I've had
2
those
years.
For years.
No. We when we bought our first house and moved out, I think algo te pegó because you literally every weekend would come home with a different Lego bag.
I was never able to display them.
No. I think truly it's an addiction, but I think you're realizing it now after 2 years. The addiction has become a hoarding hazard.
You think I have a hoarding hazard?
Yeah. I can't even walk into your room without getting hit in the face with something.
Wow.
But we love that for you and we wouldn't change that.
Okay, so that's Legos and then what's the other one?
Video games.
I don't play enough. We already went over this. What's the other one? Nothing?
Probably McDonald's.
What the hell?
You're addicted to McDonald's.
I go like once a week.
Once a day.
No.
Coffee. You're definitely addicted to coffee.
I'm pretty addicted to coffee. You were.
I was. Now I stopped.
What is that?
This is coffee. We should get into our drinks now.
Okay, yeah. I'm just having the regular brown sugar shaken espresso. But they made it wrong this time. It tastes so bad. And I really needed it today.
You're so basic with your iced coffee.
Yeah. Like, I was too far to return when I noticed.
But that's the thing is, if you were with me, I would have made you go back and I would have returned it.
I was just too far. Like,
you were down the street, probably.
No, the problem was, like, the one that I go to was closed because they're renovating it. So I drove a little further, got it. But then I was on the phone, like, on my way back. I'd never did a little sip. I was already almost home.
That's the biggest mistake you can make in your entire life is as soon as you get your coffee, like, you're grabbing it from the window, you need to go straight into a sip. You cannot put in the cup holder. I can't stand
people like that.
Oh, no, you have to.
I used to work at the movie theater. Nothing would irk me more than this. You give somebody their popcorn, and before they're paying, they're munching it. And they're looking for their food and going...
That's so rude.
Why?
Because I do that.
No, actually, you do that, and it bothers me.
But you're the one paying, so...
And the only problem is that you drop popcorn all the way to the auditorium.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
You drop popcorn?
Popcorn. All the way to the auditorium.
But that's what, like... Okay.
I mean, it is job security. Like, that's probably what kept all those people hired. But it is people like you that creates 9 more jobs at the movie theater.
Okay, but listen. Why do they fill up the bag, like, where the first touch is already spilling a ton?
Because people get mad if you don't fill
it too much.
No. The thing...
That's why it spills everywhere.
There's no such thing as filling too much. Is your Wi-Fi too fast?
My Wi-Fi is too fast.
The thing is, when you grab the bag... You need to like hit it a little bit so it all sinks because like they need a pack.
Only you would know this.
And people get pissed. Like if you just like pour it in there, they'll be like.
So they want you to hit the countertop with the bag. Yeah, so that
it packs in, and then they're like, "Hello."
That's crazy.
It is like what is it? Probably $13 a bag for the extra large.
And you know how much that cost Harkins?
About
probably
$1.50.
25 cents.
Yeah, probably.
Isn't that insane?
But that's a business strategy.
But truly, this is a debate that nobody can beat Harkins popcorn. This is why we only go to Harkins.
100%.
Like, I wish we can go to, like, local ones here in Arizona that, like, they have good food. Because Harkins doesn't have the best food. But other theaters have really good food.
No popcorn.
But the popcorn is just horrid.
Yeah.
That's why
I have to agree with you on that.
Because like, there's so many places that, like,
even like the ones you make at home. Like you can't compare like making it on a kettle.
You can't compare.
Harkins popcorn is like the best popcorn.
You know, when we get a bigger house, what I want to do, I want to have a theater room and have like a popcorn maker. Like that's my ultimate childhood dream.
But I'll tell you that dream's gonna die the first time you make popcorn.
Why?
Cleaning those is the worst thing on the planet.
Is it annoying?
Yeah, think of all the oil and stuff. It's so bad. They
actually make some that it's just with hot air. You don't have to have oil.
Then what's the point?
What do you mean?
Like I thought you wanted a full machine.
By the time we get that house, we'll probably make some that are just the machines with hot air. In 20 years.
Yeah, maybe by then we won't like popcorn.
Popcorn.
We
should get into our drinks. So today I'm drinking.
You just did.
No, I didn't get into mine.
Oh.
Yeah. You just selfish today, huh?
Okay.
I am drinking a Trader Joe's iced coffee, and it's a pumpkin spice latte.
Colombe.
And it's only 110 calories. Ooh, I shouldn't have looked at the sugars. 13 grams. But it's not bad. And I always have to have my straw with it, and I have lipstick all over it.
Yeah.
But I liked it. Would I get it again? No. I'm just going to stick to my salud. Because it makes me feel healthy. It's only 1 gram of sugar and 5 calories.
Have you gotten new flavors or no?
No, but I want to. I want to get guayaba flavor. That would be fire. We used to have a guayaba raspado at our restaurant.
Yeah.
It was my favorite. But the seeds of the guayaba did annoy me.
Like, I don't know. Where did we have that? We just had that like probably a month ago.
Zona.
Yeah, that was fire.
That was the best margarita I've ever had.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I did not like about the guayaba raspado is that the seeds were so annoying. Because you had to like chew them and it like hurt my teeth so bad. We'll get it soon. Maybe we'll have to convince the makers of the raspados.
Of the syrups.
Of the syrups. But
We'll put in a request to upper management.
We'll put in a request to my dad. But we should get into our peak and pits of the week. I'll start off. My peak this week is that I did a photo shoot, like a content social media photo shoot for our restaurant, and we had a videographer, like photographer, come out.
Yeah.
And we like had a couple hours in the morning to just make content, and it was fun. I love doing that stuff. Like, I love social media, so I just had a bunch of ideas. We all like got together and had really great ideas, and the videos we made are hilarious. So I can't wait for you to see them once they're up.
Why didn't you send them before?
Huh?
Why didn't you just share them with me?
Because he needs to edit them.
Oh.
Yeah, he's posted.
I thought it was back to your whole thing of like, oh, I don't like seeing you in public.
No. He needs to edit them. But some of them are hilarious. And I know some of them might start some definite drama, controversy. But you know what? Like, that's the key to hitting big numbers on social media, is being controversial. Like, we're not going to hit numbers for like our social media. And this is talking about like for the podcast specifically, or for our restaurant social media. You have to do things, say things that is out of the norm to catch people's attention. And sometimes that pisses people off. But at the end of the day, like,
I mean, that's just what like, usually if you can find something that like people are split on, like you'll always just have 50-50 going off on each other.
Yeah. But that's what creates like viral videos. If you think about it, like the viral videos that are popping off right now, it's not ones that they're so boring, and the stuff that they're talking about is like nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's stuff that's controversial and
uniqueness. I think like I think that makes you stand out so much. If people just love something unique you're doing, like, it's insane.
But I'll never get into like in social media ever talking about like politics. I feel like that's one thing that like I'll stay away from, because I think we should just respect everybody's opinion on that. Yeah. And everybody has different opinions. But everything else is just like, it's okay for everybody to have an opinion. So like, and especially a lot of people who comment on our like clips online, like, I don't take it personally. Like, I think it's hilarious that people like have their own views, and I think that's what just creates like the back and forth in the comments. Like, and it's sometimes you have to realize that like what people are saying online, maybe if it's hateful, it's just like a reflection of themselves.
Yeah.
And you have to have tough skin.
Yeah.
Like doing content, like creating content online.
Yeah, there's a couple funny ones that like we've seen online. We should do that, an episode where we read funny comments.
Oh, reaction to our comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
That'd be hilarious.
But it's crazy to me how much people have time on their hands to be like going back and forth with other people. Like they'll have a whole novel.
Well, I think that's why social media is so big.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like you can get people to spend all day there just fighting and stuff.
That's what's insane to me. And it's like, it's fun because like you wouldn't think that like people take things out of context, but they do. Mm-hmm. Like, because when we have those clips online, they're just like 30-second clips, but like obviously the people that find it online don't see like what we said before, so people are like crazy.
You can manipulate your content.
Yeah,
100%.
But that's what it is. It's manipulation to get what's that word? Virality.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So we do it on our social media pages, we do it on our restaurant pages, and it's fun to kind of make people mad. And I was actually telling you, I was like, let's do like videos for the restaurant like that just make people mad. Like, how do you really eat a taco? Like, you take off the tortilla and then you take pieces of the tortilla, and that's how you eat it. Well, you said that, but I was like, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. But yeah. So this week has been interesting because we've been getting some crazy comments on our restaurant page and then crazy comments on our podcast page.
Yeah, we need to do a reaction video. Like, one of my favorite things like to watch on YouTube is when like Jimmy Kimmel would have people read mean tweets about him.
Oh my god.
Like, do you remember that?
Yeah,
And he's like mean
I remember
tweets,
that.
and then it'd be like Kim Kardashian reading like some mean tweets they've said about her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But you have to have tough skin, and you have to realize that those people don't know you personally. Like, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, to me, it's just like, you got way too much time on your hands.
There's a lot of people that I know, though, like in my personal life, that would not be able to take criticism like that. Oh, you got some coffee in your beard.
Oh my god.
Now that you're growing out your beard, do you feel like you get like food
Crumbs
in
and
there
stuff?
or
No.
no? Because remember we had a friend that had like a really long beard, and like they would always be getting food in there. We'd have dinner with them, and all I would be doing is staring at their food in the beard.
Yeah. No, because like my barber trims it up like before it gets too long. So
I'm telling you, save your money and let me trim your beard up.
no, I'm good.
Why? Can we do that for the video?
For what?
Like one of these days, let's just have you like sitting down and then me trimming up your beard.
No. I don't trust you with a pair of scissors near my head.
You trust me with your eyebrows.
No, I don't.
One time I did take a chunk out of your eyebrows, remember?
Yeah. You yeah, no, that was not fun.
Did your sisters notice?
I don't think so.
They didn't? Literally half your eyebrow was gone for like a couple months.
Yeah, and then after that, never again.
No, you literally call me every 2 weeks.
That's a lie.
You book your appointment with me.
That's a lie.
Oh my god, but
Yeah.
so yeah, that was my peak, was the photo shoot we did, but probably my pit was not winning the lottery. I got lottery tickets this week and not a lucky winner.
I know.
I was sad about it. I really did feel like this was going to be the one. Like this was going to be my time to.
Why'd you feel that? It's a computer generated
I don't know.
thing.
I felt like there was something in the air, and it felt right. It felt right.
That's called addiction, and now you're gonna go buy 3 more.
That's called gambling addiction.
Yeah.
You were like, there's something about gambling that like is addictive.
There's something about gambling that's so addicting. Like, so I recently got into like sports betting. Because like if you send referral codes, like you get free money. So you bet the money, and I did good this week, by the way. Like I did really good.
Oh my god!
But I could see how like people get hooked on that, because like,
do you get like some sort of like on a high?
Like there was a game that I
excitement?
bet on, and it was like the Falcons and the Texans, and I bet the Texans, and they were up 2 points like the last quarter, and I was like, all right, that's in the bag. But then the game was ending and the Falcons still had the ball. And like I was on the edge of my seat. And out of nowhere the Falcons scored and I lost. That was one of the few ones I lost.
Did you lose a lot of money or no?
Yeah, it wasn't my money. It was the referral money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. As long as it's not your personal money.
Yeah. No. I just transferred like $100 to get the money, and then I think I only bet $5
Yeah.
of my actual money, and then I transferred it out.
So it's
'Cause
only
I don't like to.
Bet your
Yeah.
own money.
Even when we went to Vegas, like, you know, I told myself I was going to take gambling money, but I really hated the fact that, like, I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, I'm just here to throw away money then.
When I turned 21, we went to Vegas, and I was like so excited to gamble because I had some friends that like know how to gamble. And they were like, we'll teach you, but we never got to it. But one of the nights
I
was
wish I
like,
would have gotten research. Oh, I wish I would have done research before we went.
yeah, and like understood how to play the game. Like, so one of the nights before we were going out, we gambled in the hotel that we were in, and I literally thought it was the dumbest thing, because maybe I didn't understand it, and it was just like the penny slot ones, or like the $1 or $2 ones, and I was like, well, there goes $10. Like,
I mean, it's just odds, yeah. But even when you went on the cruise, like we sat a couple times, I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. But I have a pretty addictive personality, like, which is why.
that's
I
crazy
wouldn't try
that you
most things.
know that you have an addictive personality.
I 100% do. Like,
because 99% people don't know that they have an addictive personality
you
until
can
they
just
find
tell.
out.
No, and I think that's something you should pay attention to, because like I 100% have an addictive personality.
Really?
Like the rush I get from gambling like scares me. That's why I will never put a single one of my own money, like a single dollar of my own money. Like I'll never do it.
Well, that's good that you know that.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know, like, if that's like a family thing or what. Because like, I mean, I have a couple uncles that are addicted to gambling. I have a couple uncles that are addicted to other stuff. But like, I can't. Like, I refuse to fall in that hole.
That's crazy.
For a lot of things, actually. Like, there's a lot of things I will never, like, try or do just because, like, I wouldn't.
So, like, addictive personality runs in your family, and so you're just afraid.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I don't know if it's genetic or what, or if it's genuinely just, like, a mental thing. But,
yeah.
I just try to be careful because I'm telling you, like, I think even if I started, like, kind of explaining it to you a little bit, you'd kind of get those rushes of, like, oh my God, this is kind of crazy.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. Because, like, it always starts off like that. Like, all my bets were like $5, $5, $5, $5, right? Mm-hmm. But it's so when you look at it, it's $5, right? But, like, let's say this last weekend, I would have lost $20.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a lot. Multiply that by 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some money.
That's a vacation.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, multiply that by, like, 365 days. If I was doing that daily, multiply that by whatever. Like, 5 days out of the week I was doing it. Like, it adds up.
Because it's some sort of rush that gives you excitement, and so you want it again.
Yeah.
But then you realize that's, like, your own money that you're betting.
No, but, like, it's with everything. Like, sometimes, like, I really feel so guilty for, like, a lot of things that I do. Because, like, even think about it. Like, Starbucks. There was a point where we were pretty addicted to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were probably spending $6 a coffee. Multiply it by 365. Like, that's a lot of money.
It adds up. But the thing is, the coffee at home does not taste the same.
No, it doesn't. Like, I mean,
the thing is, like, it's an experience going to Starbucks.
It is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I already have addictive personalities on such small things like that. I would hate to pick something up that's big and, like, actually problematic.
Yeah. I feel like if we lived somewhere where there was, like, a lot of casinos in Vegas, it would be a lot easier. Because then, like, we'd be like, oh, we have nothing to do Friday night. Let's just go gamble. Let's just go gamble. Yeah. And so many people, like, older people that I know of, they love to gamble. And I just never understood that. But just
imagine, like, going out for a night, like, walking out, you'd go, I just lost $5,000. Like, that would drive me nuts.
But the thing is, I've heard so many times, oh, I was up 1,000 and then I lost 3.
Because people don't pull out. Like, people want to get rich.
But that's the thing is, if you are up, even what you put in, pull out. Like,
that's exactly what I do. I just walk away.
That's what I'm saying. You're already up.
But to me, it's like people just want to get loaded off.
It's because it's so easy. Like, you're people probably think you're already up. Let me just put that money that I made back inside. But then you're gonna end up losing everything. Mm-hmm. But, you know, my family, like, they were really not into gambling. That's why I was not, like, pretty crazy about it. Like, I never understood it. When they were younger, they probably would hang out and gamble. But, like, my parents have always told me, like, it's just such a waste of money. Like,
yeah,
people really don't ever win, you know? But this time for the lottery, I was hoping it was going to be me. And I told you, the
lottery's cool. It's not too expensive and, like, whatever. If it hits, it hits. But, like, that to me doesn't add a certain rush. But, like, scratchers, we would so get addicted to that. Because you'd be scratching, you're like, oh my God, all I need is one more 25. You go, that adds a certain thrill.
I find scratchers so dumb too. Like, I don't know. I just find that. But you know what? I'm grateful that I find it, like, dumb. Like, to me, like, personally, I could care less about it. Yeah. To me, I'd rather, like, go online shopping or something.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think that's why people do it. Like,
yeah,
it's the thrill of it. Like, people, like, there's a thrill you get hooked on.
That's crazy. Yeah. Maybe I just don't understand it.
I don't think so. Because, like, I'm telling you, sit down with me this weekend and we'll get your thrill through the roof.
I'm on next episode, you guys. I gambled a lot of money away.
There's no pictures on the wall or anything because we pawned it all.
There's no chairs. There's no camera.
We have one mic we're sharing.
But I was telling you, I was like, if I win the lottery, I don't even know what I would do. First, what I would do is probably, like, pay off the house, pay off my car.
Have you seen all those memes that are like, when I win the lottery, I won't say anything, but there will be signs. And then they're like driving a fully gold Lambo or something.
No, like, I've not seen that.
Those are hilarious to me.
But I was thinking to myself, like, what would the first thing be? So I would pay off my debt. Then I would probably go to, like, shelters and clinics and, like, buy them a bunch of food and clothes. Like, I would donate a lot of money first. obviously pay the taxes on it because they probably take half of the lottery money.
I don't think you get the money until you pay the taxes, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. I mean, because
Because
then why would they
can't
ask?
trust you. Like,
Why would they ask for the taxes after?
yeah.
You'd be like, "Oops, I already spent it on
Oh my God,
everything."
you want the Lambo or the Ferrari?
But I would probably give back to a lot of people, homeless people. Then I wouldn't feel guilty, and then I would just go crazy with it all.
And that's exactly why people lose all their money when they win the lottery.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That like
I mean, probably not like stupid money like the Powerball that was up this weekend, like 1.5 bill. But like people that win like 10 mil, like,
they lose it?
Yeah, like there's so many cases of people that like end up right back in the same spot because they like just blew the money. The thing is, when you have money, a lot of emergencies arise.
No,
Okay?
and a lot of people in your circle go, "Hey, remember that time?" Or "Hey,
Yeah, but
I need
like
this."
to me, it's more of like the emergency thing, like out of nowhere things stop working, or because you can afford better things. Like
Really?
yeah, 100%. Like if we had money, like you would redo the whole house. Like it's like, oh, the walls. Like,
No, I would buy a whole house.
yeah, but even then, like that wouldn't be enough because like you have the money. Like, oh my God, like this wall doesn't look like that. Like so many things just arise because you have the money.
I don't know about that.
100%. Like that's a well-known thing. Like people that like have that are not good at saving in their everyday life.
Yeah.
Let's say even people that like with this housing market, they cashed out their home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tell themselves like, oh, I'm gonna have the 100,000 in my bank account for when the economy drops. But those 100,000 is like, you know what? Somebody needs a computer, so they buy a computer. You know what? They need a car. Boom, they could buy a car. Ooh, you know what? Like we need this, and like they just upgrade their life, and you can blow through that money really quick.
So you're saying it's easier to say yes to things once you have like crazy amount of money?
Yeah.
Really?
You justify it. Huh. Like you justify the expense of like, well, if it's just sitting there, why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that's a well-known thing.
I don't know. I didn't even think about that, but I could see how people just like...
You mean to tell me right now if you had just stupid money laying in your bank account?
But I'm a saver, like truly from heart.
But like at the end of the day, you would justify a lot of purchases.
Oh, I would be like, well, I do need that bag for this occasion, and then I do need that bag for that.
Let's talk about like something... like outfits, right? If you had a baby shower coming up, you wouldn't go just buy fit.
Oh,
if you had money lying around. You know what I'm saying? And you don't do that now. Like, you know, not for every occasion.
Well, I'm going to have to see once I find the lottery and once I win the lottery, and I'll let you know.
That's what I'm saying.
If that happens to me.
We're just going to have to like bury half of it.
No, I truly, so after I give, you know, things away, money away to the people in need, I would probably buy myself a G-Wagon.
G-Wagon?
A G-Wagon and wrap it in pink.
Why pink?
Because I like pink.
You're going to draw so many eyes.
I would wrap it in pink, and then I would buy a house, like a crazy house.
If you won like this Powerball.
Yes. But I would obviously still stay in the same state. Like I wouldn't like move to California or New York, like because I really don't care about that. Like I would just buy a nice house in Arizona.
Next to your parents.
Probably. I would buy them a house next to me. We would be like Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian, like in front of each other. Have you seen that when they're in front of each other? Yeah, they built houses in front of each other, and they're insane. Then I would ask you, then I would take you to the Lego store. And
all I get is a Lego?
Well, I have to save my money.
Wow.
You just said that people spend money on ridiculous things, so I would have to save it.
And buy me one Lego.
I would tell you, get at least 5 Legos. And then I'd probably go and tell you, okay, get a couple pairs of shoes, and then that's it. We'll save the rest.
Okay, that's fair.
And then I would buy Snoopy a Gucci outfit.
Dripped out.
I would drip Snoopy out.
Would you get him a gold chain?
Oh, yeah. I'd get him a chain so big that it would, like, his neck would just go down. What else would
Rosie?
I do?
You forgot about Rosie.
Oh, our second child. It's always a second child that gets left behind, huh?
Would you get her a Dior bag?
I'd get her a little bag. I would paint her pink. You know that you can paint dogs? You can dye her pink. I would dye her pink.
Bad.
I would do that. I would do it in a heartbeat.
That's probably so bad.
There's a TikToker who just does that. He paints that like pandas and like lions into dogs. And it's like the coolest thing. So I would do that.
I've never seen that.
And then I would literally probably take the craziest cruise vacation and invite.
What is up with you and cruising?
I love cruising. I'm like a 90-year-old cruiser. Like, I just cruise. I just love them. And I would take all of our friends.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. Don't you think that'd be cool?
That would be dope.
Yeah. And we would just cruise for like a month straight. And I tell everybody.
A month?
Yeah. I tell everybody, don't worry about your work. Like, I'll send them a letter to let them know that there was an emergency.
Are you Bill Gates now?
Mm-hmm. And then I would probably want to meet. What celebrity would I want to meet?
Probably Kardashian.
Oh my God, that would be so sick. But.
Or Selena Gomez. Or
I probably want to meet Justin Bieber.
He's married.
Don't get jealous. Don't get jealous.
He's married.
But what about you? If you won the lottery, the first thing you're buying?
I would drive to Scottsdale Fashion Square. Buy myself the least matching Gucci suit. Everything Gucci. Like socks, underwear, everything.
Why do you like Gucci?
I would leave my truck at the mall. Because like I don't want to see it again. And then I would Uber to where all the dealerships are at with nice cars. Mm-hmm. And I would probably spend 4 hours deciding which is the first one I'm going to take home. But I would probably go with the cherry red Ferrari.
This is going to be you the whole time.
Just so people could take me serious from that point forward.
A cherry red Ferrari?
Cherry red Ferrari.
But my back problems.
Oh, no. Trust me. We won't account for you in that car. I'm going to get a little trailer to haul you in your G-Wagon in the back.
Are you kidding? So every time we go to dinner, you're hauling my G-Wagon and the Ferrari.
I just, like, when I win the lottery, like I said,
okay,
I won't tell anybody, but there will be signs. And it will be me hauling you in the back.
In a pink G-Wagon.
Then I'd probably, I'd buy a nice house.
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy about mansions and stuff. Like, I'd rather just have, like, a decent $1 million home with like a big garage. So I can
only $1 million. You're winning 1 point. How much?
1.5, but I think they'll tax you. Yeah, that's fine.
And you're only gonna buy a $1 million house, boy.
Just with a bunch of car space, you know.
Oh my God.
So obviously it's gonna end up being more than that, but I'm just saying I could settle for $1 million.
Yeah.
But if it had like a 12-car garage, I'd pay $750 too. You know.
You can't get anything good with $1 million here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So obviously I'm gonna end up spending more, but the priority is the garage. Okay. And then I'll probably buy my parents a house, pay off their debts, retire them. Mm-hmm. And obviously, I would donate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously we would give back to the people, like our parents, donate.
Yeah.
But like that's what's like, I want to know, like, what is the first thing you would get? So for you, it would be a cherry red Ferrari.
Yes, and I would probably like help all my family like get out of
debt.
debt.
No, obviously we would all do that, but like I want the juicy part of it.
No, that's what I said. I would buy a red shirt Ferrari.
Okay.
What did I say?
What? Why did you say that with an accent? What did I say?
Because I'm being. Yeah, cherry red Ferrari, and I would start the craziest car collection. And I would have the sickest man cave that like you wouldn't even be allowed into.
Absolutely
not.
It
would have a passcode that like you would not get access to. Where I would have all my collectibles. It would be probably Marvel / Star Wars themed. Crazy streaming room. Pool tables. Like a Jumbotron for games. All that.
You know what I would do? I would hire a nanny for each kid.
You don't have children.
But like in the future.
You won the lottery and that's what you're thinking of?
Like, I don't know why that just came to my mind.
But I had never thought of that. That'd be sick. I would probably do a trip like that too. Like invite everybody that like I just want to have a good time with for like.
Like imagine renting a whole cruise boat. Like the Norwegian Prima. You rent it out completely. Oh, I'd rent it out.
But how are you going to do that with... That has to be way more than the money you won.
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna Google that.
But the Norwegian Prima, I want the new one. And I would invite everybody that supports me right now.
Here's you with 2 people there.
The 2 fans. No. But I think it'd be cool.
I would start giving stuff away. Like online. I would become Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I'd be like, follow me and you'll get a Tesla.
That's what I respect about Mr. Beast, is that he's so humble. Like, if he was somebody who was conceited, stuck up, and he had that much fame and money, like, I would not even watch him.
If
but
you came across money and you went through that phase of like, you bought the Rari, you bought everything, you have the cash now, do you think it would wear off? Like, you think you'd go back to being normal? Or would you just like fly high the rest of your life?
No, you couldn't. You couldn't go back to being normal. Like, you're telling me, how do you go from having like a luxury life to like going back to having a normal life? You wouldn't be able to.
But I feel like at some point it plateaus. Like,
I think at some point you like all you want is a normal life. Like, I think about like Justin Bieber. Like,
winning the lottery doesn't make you well known.
Maybe
like, you're confusing money with fame. There's plenty of wealthy people that are not famous.
Yeah, I don't know, that's tough, but I feel like the more like the richer you get, like you realize that family is like the most important part, because like materialistic things like all go away at some point. Like, but
with money, a lot of family goes away.
That's true. Like, that's a topic that like everybody's just like, how are you not gonna help out? Yeah. Like, this and that. They oh my god, I actually saw a TikTok of people who
Jay-Z or what?
No. So it was a dad and his son, and the caption was, how people in Mexico think we live in the US.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it? And so like they're basically pulling $100 bills from the trees, and then they're like peeing out like $100 bills, and so they're on their phone, they're like, no, but your nana or your cousin, they need a quinceañera or they need a BBL, let's just send them money. And then the son goes, that's only $10,000, dad, like, let's send them another, $10K. And so they're like, pues sí, es verdad. And they're just like pooping out money and getting it out from the trash can, and they're like, this is what people think like in Mexico how we live.
Yeah.
But that's true, because people like automatically assume that they're entitled to your money.
Yeah.
But little do they know that like people with money have the most to pay.
But is there a difference with you coming across money quick?
Probably.
Like, does that same logic apply?
What do you mean?
Like, if you won the lottery, you didn't work for it.
Oh, like you're saying that, like, if you
can they come ask you, because like, hey, you kind of come across this, can you bless us type thing?
100%. If you're winning money fast, people are entitled to your money like that. But if people like have, if you've worked to get there, and they never supported you, you can turn. I don't think people would ask you as much. No, but I feel like if one of us won the lottery, it would be crazy, like how much our lives would change.
Yeah, I think that it would like just.
I want to see videos of people who win the lottery and their reactions.
A lot of people choose not to be public.
Oh, true, because it's dangerous. Yeah, it could get dangerous.
Actually, no, maybe I'd take the fame. I'd want people to know. Like, remember when you used to make fun of me?
What?
Remember when you used to tell me my dad would cut your grass? Wish you had my money now.
Maybe that would be a good way to kind of be like, I proved to you all. But you guys, that is a wrap for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening or watching on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe or leave us a review. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Have an amazing week.